Hello, and welcome to Boho Yoga's virtual practice series, 8 Weeks to Strong and Calm. I'm Rose Schneider, co-owner of Boho Yoga, here with your 7th week yoga, Dyhana. Let's begin today on the back body. Please be comfortable, finding any support you may need. Try resting the hands on the body, one to the heart and one to the belly, in your Karuna Mudra. Inviting the ground to hold you here. Allow the inhales to deepen. Allow the exhales to empty entirely from the body. Drop into your rhythmic breath here. Consciously relaxing. Through each exhale, practice dropping the weight of the body into the support beneath you. Keep moving your breath, softening the flesh of the face, unclenching the jaw, and unfurrowing the brow. Feel the rise and the fall of your belly and rib cage. I'm simply relaxing here. Drawing the attention into the body. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Notice the quality of your mental energy. Keep the mind with the breath. Breath moving through the body. In your own time, through the exhale, stretch your arms back behind you. Inhale, let yourself relax. Exhale, full body stretch. 3 times total, flowing with breath. Bend your knees, grounding your feet. And then kick the right leg to the sky here. You can use a strap or find the interlace of the fingers behind the leg. And then just point and flex the toes a couple times, loosening up through the back line. We'll hold behind the thigh, bending on the inhale, heel reaching on the exhale as you straighten the leg. And then after a few times there, rest in your Supta Padangustasana, keeping the legs active and the jaw soft. Keep the breath flowing freely through your form. Go ahead and bend your right knee, catching a hold of the outer right foot or the lower leg. Allow the right leg to drop to the right. You can let the body go with it a little bit, half happy baby. Press firmly the right foot into the right hand. As you're ready, guide the right leg across, catching a hold with the left hand. Stretching the right arm to the right and making your way towards a supported twist here. You can drop that right foot towards the earth if you like, observing the stretch through the outer right hip. Please continue sending breath where it's needed. Release and drop the right foot onto the left thigh, figure 4. We'll be passive here, and just letting the hip externally rotate, continuing to breathe. Right foot releases and stretches out, and now we'll even out. And catch a hold behind the left leg, and point and flex the toes. Bending and straightening the leg a few times. Flowing with breath. Exhale, reaching the heel towards the sky. Relax the jaw, articulate the foot. Supta Padangustasana. Jaw is soft. And there's space between the ears and the shoulders. Continue moving the breath. Turning your extended leg into half happy baby, bending the left knee, catching a hold of the outer left foot or left lower leg, and then just letting everything kind of drop to the left. You can stay nice and anchored through the right leg, breath through the front of the pelvis, and play around with any micro movement that serves you here. And then when you're ready, we'll turn this into a twist, catching a hold with the right hand, guiding the left leg across the body, maybe even standing the left foot up on the ground, over by the right. Keeping the jaw soft, move the breath into the outer left hip. Drop the left foot onto the right thigh, set up your figure 4. And just pause here, receiving the effects of your work. Breathe in. Breathe out. Releasing now the left foot. Resting in Shavasana for just a moment. Let's bend both knees here, walking the feet wider than the mat, and then dropping the knees in one at a time. Give a good stretch of your thigh bone towards the knee. Keep moving your breath. Back and forth, windshield wipering here, internally rotating the hip joint. Feet will meet back hip width apart. As you exhale, pick up the hips a little for your bridge pose. Inhale, take the arms back overhead. Exhale, arms come down, hips come up. Inhale, arms stretch back, hips lower. Exhale, hips lift, arms come down. This time we'll stay in the bridge pose. You can work at the height of your choosing. Feel free to interlace the fingers behind the back body. Feel the strength of the legs and the glutes. Continue moving the breath. Lower down on your next exhale. Allow the knees to come wide into the chest. Low back can settle on the ground, ankles circle. Deliver the breath deep into the root here. Draw the knees together, kick the feet to sky. And then we'll just ladle a bit. 3 circles with the legs in both directions. Scraping the pot here. Cross at your ankles. Roll yourself up to a seat. You can take as many times as you need. We'll meet in plank pose, dropping the knees down to ground. Tuck the toes, inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round in. It's time for cat-cow now. Articulating the spine within the context of the breath. Keep going here. Mind and the body. Through your inhale, dragging the hands and knees together isometrically. Through the exhale, pressing the hands and knees apart. Sit back, child's pose. Sending breath into the body. Roll back. And then a couple of mini push-ups here. Like we're going to knees, chest, and chin, but then just dipping down, almost touching the chest, pressing back up. Travel forward with your hands, and then sit back, finding your puppy pose. Come onto the tips of the fingers, lifting through the armpits. Tuck the upper outer edges of the arms into the body. We'll meet knees, chest, and chin, and then inhale into a back bend. Keep the legs active. You'll stay in the back bend here, so be in a comfortable position. Keep the heart shining. Play around with the position of the head. You can slowly tilt the chin up if that's nice for you. And then go ahead and gaze over each shoulder, getting a little tiny twist. Draw the navel to the spine. Exhale yourself up to down dog. Feel free to move around, pedal out, stretch and breathe. Back to plank, exhale to down dog. And then we'll start to walk forward. See if you can tiptoe, keeping the legs straight, initiating the movement from the core, fold in. Breathe here, strong legs. And then come up halfway as you inhale. As you exhale, pause and stay there for a moment. And then next inhale, come all the way up, crossing the right ankle over the left thigh for standing pigeon. As you exhale, float the right leg back, any version of Virabhadrasana 3 momentarily. And then touching the right leg back behind you, arms rise, settle into your crescent lunge. Keep breathing. Let's drop the left arm down, bending at the elbow, reaching the left hand up the back. Right arm rises, bending at the elbow, catching a hold behind the back body or holding onto your clothes. Gomukhasana. As you exhale, straighten the right leg and tip forward. Working with strength and precision, inhale back to the crescent lunge. And exhale, tipping forward, navel to spine. Stretch through the back of the left leg. Keeping the arms, inhale back to crescent lunge. Now releasing, hands to ground, step back to plank pose. Lower all the way down or drop knees, chest, and chin. Find a back bend that serves you. Exhale, drawing the navel to the spine, shifting back to your down dog. Spend a few moments here. Reconnecting with breath. Again, start to walk the feet forward, tippy toe, legs straight, working from the core. Inhale, lift yourself up halfway. Exhale, fold over your legs. Pause for a moment. And then exhale back to half lift. Breathe in, coming to stand, crossing left ankle over right thigh. Exhale to sit back, standing pigeon. Breathe. And then connecting with core, float that left leg back, bringing the leg and torso in line. You don't have to go to 180 here. touching down slow and steady, left foot to earth. Reach up. Crescent lunge here, length through the front of the left hip flexor. Torso reaching up off the base body. Dropping the right arm down, bending at the elbow, walking the right hand up. Bending the left elbow, perhaps catching a hold or just holding the close. In your Gomukhasana arms, you can press the back of the head gently into the forearm. And then as you exhale, straighten the leg and fold until you feel stretch through the back line. Inhale takes you back to crescent lunge, legs strong. Exhale, a little tilt forward. Inhale back to crescent lunge. And then exhale, tilting forward. Inhale back to the lunge. Exhale, open up into your camper stance. Turn the feet out, rest the hands on the thighs. Feel the new organization, distribution of weight through the body here. Feel the ground up underneath the feet. Feel free to move the body organically. We'll turn this camper stance into triangle pose, turning the right leg out entirely, straightening the right leg, lifting the left arm to sky. Bend the right knee, pick up the right arm, peaceful warrior, and then turning to left side here, straightening the leg, reaching the left arm, and then letting it drop. You're always welcome to adjust the hips and legs for optimal comfort. Reaching through the inner arch of your left foot, through the outer edge of your right foot. Bending the left knee, sweeping up that left arm, side body stretch. And then exhale, turning all 10 toes to face the long edge of your mat. And heel toeing the feet back up underneath the hips. Find the interlace of your fingers behind the back body. Root the legs, pick up from the back of the heart. You could, if you like, find a back bend here, supporting the low back. Keep lifting. Taking yourself back up. Exhale to fold over the legs. Meet me back upright on the inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Half lift on the inhale. Full fold on the exhale. Come all the way up. And then turn now to face the long edge of your mat. Feet are wide apart, toes facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, fold in, keeping the legs strong. Breathe here. And through the exhale, drawing the navel in and up to support the spine. Keep breathing. Observe how you hold the weight through your feet. And then drop the hands to the ground, moving into your side lunges, Skandasana. Back and forth, lengthening through the inseam of the leg. Walk the feet together, exhale the hands to hips, and then inhale, take yourself all the way up. Let's externally rotate the right leg. Stretch the arms out, Virabhadrasana 2. Press the legs into the earth. Pick the torso up off the base body. Continue to breathe deeply here. Through your next inhale, arms reach up. Through the exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior two, left side. Keep that right leg strong. Continue breathing. Through the next exhale, frame your foot, step back to plank pose, and either knees, chest, and chin, or lower all the way down. Inhale takes you into a back bend that's comfortable. Exhale, connecting with the core, back to down dog. Smooth and steady breath. Bend the knees deeply. Drop them to the earth. Sitting back on the heels now, if the knees permit. Take your hands behind you, squeeze the knees together, and lift them up off the mat, stretching through the front of the ankle. Release the knees down. Meet me now in a seat, setting up for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bend the right knee, cross the right foot to the outside of the left leg, wrapping the left heel towards the right hip. Squeeze in and find the axis of your spine. We'll cradle the right knee in the crook of the left elbow, twisting to the right. Inhaling, lengthening through the axis. Exhale, drawing the navel to the spine. Option to reach the left arm up, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the knee back into the arm. Move the breath through the body. And without cranking the head, observe how the turn and position of the head affects the spine. Slow unwind. And then switching sides, crossing left leg over right, dropping left foot to ground, hugging right heel by the left hip. Root through both sit bones, reach through the crown, cradling the left knee in the crook of the right elbow, exhale, twisting to the left. Smooth and steady breath. Feel free to reach up and add the arm for a little bit of shoulder strengthening, perhaps more depth in your twist. And just working the resistance here, leg to arm, arm to leg. Continue to move the breath through the body. Start to slowly make your way out. Find now Baddha Konasana, bound angle. When you're upright, the soles of the feet stay together. Observe the weight falling through the sit bones. And through the exhale, pick the torso up off the base body. A little lift of the root goes with it. You could try squeezing the glutes here if you like, to drop the knees down. Feel the connection of the soles of the feet. And then in your own time, you may decide to tilt forward, opening up the feet, pressing the outer edges together, spreading the toes. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, pause here. Noting the qualitative difference between our first Baddha Konasana C and our second. Through the mind's eye, draw the energy up from the sacrum through the central channel. Beam out the heart light, broad through the collarbones. Weight of the head balanced. Let's take our right leg into Virasana, bending the left knee, grounding the left foot. You can start to head back here, seeking some stretch through the quad and hip flexor on the right side. If this is too much for the body, you could try taking the weight out, coming onto the belly, and then kicking the right foot into the hand to stretch the quad. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep going. Come all the way up. And then release and switch sides. Keep breathing. Tractioning thigh bone towards the knee. Observe how the breath stretches the body. And take yourself all the way up, unbind that left leg, and then you can lower torso back down, knees bent. Play around with the tilt of the pelvis a few times. Exhale, drawing the navel to the spine, dropping the low back to mat, curling the tail through. And then inhale, just letting the low back arch off the mat. When you're ready, we'll turn that into bridge pose, Setubandha Sarvangasana. Rainbowing the back body. Observe where you hold the weight through your feet. Continue breathing here. Through the exhale, release the weight of the hips towards the earth. Coming on to back body, extending legs to sky. Breathe. If plow pose is part of your practice, you're welcome to seek that now. Please be kind to the neck, a gentle rooting through the base of the skull. Reach out through the heels. Breath all along the back body. Meet me back upright with legs apart. Take the hands behind you to tilt the pelvis forward. And then start to walk your arms over to the left. As best you can, drape the torso over the left leg. And keeping the left leg active, sending breath into the right flank. Come up on an inhale. As you exhale, switching sides over to the right. Keep breathing. Take it back up on an inhale. And then on the next inhale, pick up the right arm, taking a little side stretch. Inhale comes back up. Exhale over to the right. Taking the legs either into Gomukhasana or a comfortable cross-legged seat. If knees and hips permit, right knee will stack on left. Arms stretch out to the side, and then right arm will come under the left arm. Elbows squeezing together. You're welcome to rest the thumbs at the third eye center, rolling the eyeballs in and up. Observe. Feel free to tilt forward here. As you're ready, unwind and open. And then let's head to the right, spinning all the way around until left knee is on top. Breathe. Arms stretch out. And then right arm over, left arm under. Explore gentle micro movement here. And give a little tilt forward if you prefer. Pressing everything together. And then inhale, come all the way up. Open out the arms. And pause. I'll offer Shavasana today on the belly. You may wish to place support up underneath the hips and perhaps up underneath the feet. If you're more comfortable on the back body or legs up the wall, please find your way there now. And we'll just drop in. Letting the weight of the body be held by the ground. Release now all effort in body and breath. And just sink in. And there's nothing left to do here, just relax. This video will run about another 5 minutes. We'll be in Shavasana the entire time. You're invited to stay just a little longer. Encouraged to rest deeply. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for practicing yoga. May this work bring you peace and joy in all endeavors. Namaste.